Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we're taking another cheeky look at Cardano, and specifically, do you think we can see a $10 ADA in 2021? So Chris, this is something that we've seen crop up a couple of times on some of the videos that we've done and some of the live streams. We have this price target of $10 for the ADA token. So is an analyst, goes by the name of Michael van der Poep, which he's quite a famous analyst. We know him quite well, not personally, but he does lots of price predictions. And there is an article that he's come out and he's basically done a video. He's gone talking about ADA and why he thinks it's going to go to $10 and all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to get into that. We're going to see what's going on there. But then we're going to obviously have a look at our own charts, see if we can see a $10 ADA token, within our own charts. Do we think it's going to happen? And we're going to have a look at this on the daily, the 4-hourly and the 1-hourly view, and see if we can get to that $10 price prediction for the ADA token in 2020. So guys, if you do find this video useful and informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to think that you appreciate it too. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And of course, Chris, it wouldn't be a Cardano video if we didn't talk about the Cardano pool.
No, it really wouldn't, Nick. And we've almost got 5.5 million ADA in the pool, which is remarkable in such a short period of time. The pool is doing really well. Last week, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗧 was about 5 times normal rewards. This 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗧 is about 2 times normal rewards. We've been very, very lucky with the pool. It won't be like that every week, but it's a fantastic start to to kick off the new pool. If you wish to delegate to our pool, you can do that through the ticker Cheek. You can do that through the normal route. There's plenty of videos that we've done to walk you through that. If you're unaware. But yeah, we'd love to have you minting blocks with us and earning some juicy rewards. So yeah, if you're not delegating, it also helps the decentralization of the project, and it also supports our channel. So it's a win-win, and you also get some juicy rewards, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, Nick.
Fantastic. Right, let's take a look at what Michael van der Poep has to say for himself, right? So he sets the Cardano, the ADA price target at $10. So let's see what's going on here, right? So, popular crypto analyst and trader, of course, Michael van der Poep is incredibly bullish on crypto assets, and especially Cardano. He's done quite a few as well, Chris, price predictions for things like XRP as well as ADA, and ADA is obviously something that a lot of people are talking about right now. So in a video that he did on YouTube, he basically talks about how Cardano broke $1, but he thinks that $10 is possible in this particular bull cycle. And he goes through his reasoning there. It's also worth noting that, van der Poep has, I think, 32,000 subscribers, which is a really good amount. So congrats to him. And, basically he's also confirming how the current market is rally, the current rally that we're seeing, at least for Bitcoin and some of the alts so far, is dwarfing that of 2017 bull run. And yes, obviously, I think we've got an extra trillion on top at one point. So things are really heating up nicely. But he does say here that given that we are inside a very strong fundamental period of cryptocurrencies in general, overall, this bull phase that we had in 2017 is going to be minimal in the one in the cycle that we are having right now, right? So it really is. When you start looking back, it's tiny in comparison. So, van der Poep drew a parallel between the current craze of crypto assets and the dot-com bubble in the late 1990s, and to predict, future market capitalization. And funny enough, I do have some other market capitalization predictions for, Cardano. And I'll get into those in a moment as well. So according to the analysts, the crypto asset could grow another 600% in value. And basically, bringing the price of Bitcoin to the range of 330 to 400K. And Van der Poel, basically was particularly bullish on Cardano, predicting that the price could climb as high as $10 in the current rally. And he says here's the quote, right? Cardano going towards $10 is not that weird to calculate from here, especially given the fact that I've been saying this for the past week multiple times, especially since, given the fact that Cardano and mostly all the Bitcoin pairs are just barely waking up. There's so much more to gain from the Bitcoin pairs. So the popular analyst continues saying a Bitcoin correction, a price correction for ADA would offer a massive opportunity for traders to gain entry to the crypto asset. And we've seen that most recently on the charts as well. But before I get into that, we can obviously have a look at the Cardano price here, right? It's currently at 94.4 cents at the point of recording this video. It's about 12% down on the day. We obviously saw, it come down quite significantly and bounce right up again as well the day beforehand. So things are looking quite good in terms of recovery for Cardano. It has had a hit, but it's been insignificant compared to others. Now, the other thing, Chris, that I was going to point out was what you sent me earlier, which was all about those crypto market caps right over here on the far right hand side. Now, guys, you probably can't see this close enough, but ultimately there's several different price predictions that are being given in this particular chart and how the patterns have been forming for the ADA token. Ultimately, we're actually tracking on the yellow line, which would put this Cardano price at around about somewhere between $7 and $10, okay? And the market cap for that will be somewhere between $220,000, $220 billion and $300 billion market cap, okay? So it's in that zone. That's how it's currently tracking. But we could also see in the range of going upwards towards some other areas here, which would actually be the $14, and that's the next one on the price radar. So there's lots of potential here to continue. It really depends on what happens within some of these parallel channels, whether we're going to climb up a little bit further or whether we're going to stay where we are within the current channel. So lots going on this particular chart. I'm not going to talk about this one too much, but ultimately from a market cap point of view, we could see somewhere in that $300 billion range. And if we look at the current market cap position, that's basically like a 10x on the current market cap. So we could say that if we do a 10x from our current position, that's going to take us to about that $10 range. Okay, a little bit short, but around that zone. So it's very, very possible, at least given those few things. So Chris, let's actually take a look at our charts for Cardano. And I'm just going to delete that one because we don't need that anymore. But ultimately, we have a Fibonacci retracement from the low level here of the 31st of January, watching that rally right up to this upside here of the 11th of February, the retracement hitting on that 618 and then rallying back up, getting up into that high area, approaching the all-time high, but not quite getting there. Bitcoin's, I guess, correction, I want to call it that, Chris, mainly just because actually there's been a whole load of positions liquidated, future positions, traders, and leverage, naughty leverage. But nonetheless, here we do have the wick coming right down and bouncing straight off of, Chris, our 786, and that's a really positive sign. There's good, strong support here on this daily chart at that 786 level, and it's not just the first time that's happened. We also had that back test here on the 17th of February as well. So really good stuff on this daily chart of where those wicks are going. So we have that back test today, we have it over here. So the charts are looking quite strong at this point. The wicks are obviously pulling down and we're just getting so much buy-in pressure, it's actually kicking up nicely. We can see that the volumes on the last 3 days have been increasing, and even the bigger macro picture here, they're increasing over the long term. So that's good to see. We can also see that the RSI is actually corrected, Chris, on this daily chart. It's no longer overbought, and it's actually now down here at 64. So things are still in a very, very good spot. If we were to just drop this down towards 55, I'd be very confident in a nice upward swing as well. So let's go ahead and pull that into that 4-hourly view just to confirm what we can see. And here we can see that test on that 786 zone. We can see how the volumes are actually kind of decreasing a little bit here on this 4-hourly chart after that rally up. So that's good to see. And we can see how that's actually going to be helping stabilize the price. Now, on the RSI, we can see that got quite low when we were having that selling pressure, pulling down to that 786 level. We can see that this got down to 36. I have a 36 level on this RSI. there is basically not too much more room to go to the downside, and that basically does mean that you're going to go straight up to the upside. So lots of potential for growth in price. With that being said, the volumes were high, so ideally we want that volume to decrease, keep the RSI nice and low. When that volume kicks up, we'll have a nice price increase as well. So we can then really get into those nice zones and potentially go after that all-time high again. So the 4-hourly chart looks pretty good, Chris. I'd say the only thing here that's slightly concerning is the fact that the volume's still quite high. But I do imagine, though, that the volumes are probably going to stay high for a while until this volatility is over, and it's going to be swinging in both directions. But let's go ahead and pull that into the 1-hourly view and just take a look at everything in that little bit more detail. Again, we can see that backtest on that 786 Fibonacci level and bouncing right from it. We can see how that volume has come up and most recently decreased a little bit. We can see how that's in the last couple of hours actually increasing a tad, and that's getting those green candles there. Imagine that we're going to have resistance at that former high level, so we're going to have to try to get past that. But also we can see that we were briefly oversold on the RSI and below 30, and we did rally up quite nicely here. And most recently we're at 45. So there's still potential to this thing to keep it going. And there's lots of room to go up into that overbought area on this hourly chart. So we could see us moving up into that dollar zone once again very, very quickly. I don't think Cardano is going to stay, Chris, below $1 for any long period of time. But if I just pull this back to that daily view, what we can do is take a look at our price predictions. Obviously, we have a $1.35. Okay, $1.35, Chris, basically represents our new all-time high, but also our first price target. The all-time high currently is $1.33. So we do have a little bit of psychological barrier there, but once we get that, then we have $1.35 as the first price target. I would anticipate, Chris, that when we take out the $1.33 all-time high level, that we're going to just power straight on through the $1.35. With that being said, we'll probably end up going straight to $2, if I'm being brutally honest. And I think that will happen with lots of fantastic news coming from Cardano, stuff that we talk about a lot on this channel, such as the Africa contract, such as a merry hard fork going onto the mainnet, along with potential new liquidity providers, etc. So lots going on. So $2 is really where I'm thinking we're likely to see once we get that all-time high taken out of the picture. With that being said, we're going to be moving on straight to these two things thereafter. $2.62 is the third price target, followed by $3.01, or $3. Now, with that being said, that's just what this Fibonacci is showing us right now. And I think once we hit the all-time high, I'm going to be able to reset this. And then by resetting this Fibonacci, we should be able to see, Chris, that $10 price target that I think is the most realistic one that we're going to see for 2021. I am fully aligned to Michael Vanderpope. I think he is spot on the money there with the $10 price prediction. He is not the only one saying that by any stretch of the imagination. There's numerous people and numerous analysts coming out saying that $10 is incredibly possible and most likely is where we're going to end up. With that being said, there are other possibilities, Chris, and a lot of them come from here. We can see $14, we can see $22, and even $32. But each of those do require some significant action on the charts to see if we're going to get there. And obviously there is a limited amount of time to get this to happen, right? We are talking about some key points in time, specifically around April, August, September, and December. So by December, we should have some pretty good price points. The higher level here that's shown within the charts is about $32. But that does require over $1 trillion market cap just for Cardano. And it's possible, but it's a big stretch, at least a stretch target, I feel.
Yeah, I agree, Nick. I think there's some tremendous news. The work that the guys are doing behind the scenes is just immense. And, we always said, didn't we, going back a while, that, as long as they stick to everything, within the roadmap, then this is going to be a very, very big project. Yeah, it's going to be huge, and we've seen that. There was no doubt, was there, really? With everything that's going on with Ethereum, we have said countless times that they can't afford to miss the deadlines that they've set themselves within the roadmap. So it's wonderful to see. They've done some fantastic work. They're doing so much good in the world as well. And the Africa thing is going to be huge. It's being downplayed, I feel, and just lots to come. So the price points, although they seem a stretch, they could happen, right? But I still kind of firmly believe we're looking between a $3 and a $5 myself. But I'd love to see more.
Then it's fantastic to have difference of opinion on this. So Chris is between 3 to 5, I'm between 5 to 10, and other people might be thinking 10 to 20 and so forth. But do let us know what your thoughts are. What are your price predictions? Drop those in the comments below. We'd love to read those and see what everyone's thinking. And guys, if you did find this useful, informative, then definitely go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to think that you appreciate it too. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.